often make a lot of mistakes in asking questions. We often think we can ask questions any way we like. Hello everybody, welcome to Cornerstone Skills, and my name is Elizabeth. And I'm on a mission to help you gain fluency in your English and confidence in your communication skills. So we spoke about questions in one of our previous videos, but we said there are two kinds of questions: the closed-ended questions and the open-ended questions. What are closed-ended questions? Closed-ended questions are questions where the answers are yes or no. So today we're going to learn about the open-ended questions. Now, what are the open-ended questions? Open-ended questions are questions where the answers are more descriptive. They require a more detailed answer and cannot be answered in a simple yes or no. So these questions, they start with generally a WH question or a how or even question phrases. Open-ended questions are really good. They are great for making a conversation and getting to know someone better. Whereas closed-ended questions are used only for getting specific information and confirming details. So let me give you a few examples that we use for the open-ended questions. Now, as we said, remember in closed-ended questions, we followed a structure. What was the structure? Do you remember? The structure was, starts with an auxiliary verb followed by the subject, which is followed by the main verb, and then you have the rest, which is the object. So what are the auxiliary verbs? The auxiliary verbs we saw was the be, the do, and the have. In the be, we have the am, is, are. In the do, we have the do, does, did. In the have, we have the have and the has and the had. What is different here? What is different in the open-end question? Just a small difference. It is just like the closed-end questions, but before that, it starts with a WH question. It either starts with a WH question or a question phrase or how or tell me about. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples where we are talking about the closed-ended questions. Okay, so we're just brushing on the closed-ended questions and see later on how we connect the WH question. So we follow the order of the auxiliary verb, the main verb, the auxiliary verb, the subject, and the main verb. So these are the few examples. Is Rahul eating biryani? What is the answer? Either yes or no. Does Rahul eat biryani? What is the difference here? Is Rahul eating biryani? Remember, for the be, when we use the ing, it means you're talking about now. Is Rahul eating biryani now? Does Rahul eat biryani means does he eat biryani every day? Has Rahul been eating biryani? What does it mean? Has he been eating biryani all these days? Started a few days back and still continues. Now, when we shift this to the open-ended question, we add the WH in the beginning. So, shall we look at a few examples? We'll continue with the same thing as Rahul eating biryani. Okay? So, it says, why is Rahul eating biryani? What did we add? What are the WH words? The what, why, when, where, which. So, the question is, why is Rahul eating biryani? Now, because it's an ing, that means we are talking about the noun. We are asking a question and talking about the noun. Why is Rahul eating biryani now? It's such an odd time. This is not the time to eat biryani. Why is he eating biryani now? So the answer is not a yes or a no. The answer is Rahul is hungry and there is nothing else to eat. So he is eating biryani. Next one. When does Rahul eat his lunch? See, there is no ing. When does Rahul eat his lunch? That means it's a question based on a general. It's a general question. Not a question happening now, but it is a general question. When does Rahul have his lunch? The answer is not a yes or no. Oh no, Rahul generally has his lunch at 2 p.m. Where has Rahul been eating all these days? Where has Rahul been eating all these days? Which means Rahul has not come home for lunch. So where has Rahul been eating all these days? What is the answer? Rahul has been having lunch with his friends all these days. Who is Rahul eating with? Who is Rahul eating biryani with? Rahul probably must be eating with his friends. But who is Rahul eating with means there is an ing there. And when there is an ing, it means the question is now. Who does Rahul eat biryani with means it refers to an everyday question. Who does Rahul eat biryani with every day, right? Now, what is Rahul eating? What is Rahul eating? Remember, what is the structure? The structure is the WH question, the auxiliary verb, the subject, and the main verb. Now, so those are about the WH questions. Now, let's ask a question with how. How do you go to work? You may say, I go by bus or I go by car. Let's use a be verb. Your father is not well. So you're asking the question, how is your father feeling today? Oh yes, my father is feeling good today. Then we have some other questions like, what are question phrases? Question phrases are how long, how much, and how often or how often. So these question phrases, how do you make a question with it? How long? How long do I wait for you? Right? You're getting ready to go out with your friend and your friend comes late. And what do you say? How long do I wait for you? Or how long have I been waiting for you? How often? How often do you visit your parents? How often means it's like time. It's like time. How often do you visit your parents? How often do you go to the beach? How often do you watch a movie? What is the time period? I visit my parents once a week. I go to the beach once a month. I watch a movie rarely. So these are the different types of questions that you could ask. There's something more. Another question phrase is how much and how many. I'm sure you should be knowing what is the difference between how much and how many. How much does your watch cost? How much did you pay for your dress? And how many? How many is for something that you could count is how many kilos of rice do you need for 1 month? How many times have I called you? How many times do you go to the parlor or go to the barber shop? So something that you can count is many, something which is uncountable is much. Now, I have some questions for you here and I would like you to just exercise yourself. I would like you to just exercise yourself and just practice the answers. Simple questions like, what are you doing? What are you doing is different from what do you do? What do you do? Why is Divya looking so sad? Why does Divya look sad always? See, there's a slight difference in the meaning of the question. When are you coming home? Where was the party last year? Who are you talking to? Which is your favorite food? Whose book is this? Whose book are you reading? Can you think of the answers to these questions? We should always make sure that we ask questions in the proper way, in the proper order. We need to be, only if we are confident about asking questions, only then are we confident in making a conversation. So you need to practice it and ask yourself questions in your free time. Ask yourself questions and give yourself the answers. In conclusion, open-ended questions are an effective way to help you to make meaningful conversations. By encouraging others to share their thoughts and ideas, we can learn and grow in ways that we never thought was possible. So next time when you're having a conversation with someone or you hesitate to make a conversation with someone, go ahead and think of asking open-ended questions and you will see where the conversation takes you. Thank you so much for watching. and I hope you got something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button. Bye-bye.